everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, guys. It is Sunday, September 19, 2021, guys. I really hope everybody's having a nice Sunday. I was in church, it was amazing. It's a beautiful weather here in Connecticut, but I wanted to come here and speak about this case because I just don't understand sometimes how things are so in our eyes and we yet don't see it. So the Gabby Petito case, right? I feel like what happened here is a lot of emotional stuff and people being led by their emotions. And when I say that, I am referring to her fiance, boyfriend, Brian, I believe his name is. So the reason that I'm saying that is because they released that video. I mean, she's only 23 years old, right? And they released that video of them speaking to the police, and she's complaining. In case you didn't know her, she's a blogger. She was doing a 4-month trip from New York to, I believe it was Florida, a cross-country trip. They were due to return back, and she hasn't returned back. The boyfriend returned back a week ago without her and didn't tell anybody, and then now, after he was named person of interest, he disappeared, and they're looking for him also. And the reason, like, I don't understand how you're gonna go out, let's say this is the love of your life, you're gonna go out on a trip with her and she's gonna disappear, something's gonna happen, you already were having issues. That is the reason why the police will stop you. And then you see Gabby speaking to the police in that video, and she's saying, we were arguing the whole morning, he wouldn't let me back in the car. And let me just tell you something about that. I believe, like, with all that I am, that when people do that to a loved one, they say, get out of my house, get out of my car, and things like that. Those are the people who are ruled by their emotions. They have no control of their emotions. So if they're angry, they will kick you out of their house, and they will block you. Those people that block you from your Facebook everywhere, and then they keep doing the over and over again. It's a repetitive behavior. Those are the people who are ruled by their emotions. They have no control over them, and that's no way to live. You have to have control of how you feel. Just because you guys argue doesn't mean that's not the love of your life anymore, that you should just leave her stranded somewhere. And I think that's so dangerous, especially when you are a man and you're committed to this trip with your girlfriend, fiance. You should finish what you started. If you guys are arguing too much, you can't handle it, drive, put the music up, get to your destination together safe, and then decide what you're going to do from there on, separate or whatever, or end the relationship. And the fact that I'm saying is that it's because the fact that he's missing now, I see a lot of narcissism. I feel like somebody's trying to point all the attention to himself now. Perhaps he feels guilty of something that he did. And his family is basically the same. I mean, if, God forbid, if I have a child of mine, God forbid, I don't have any kids, but if I know he was the last person to be with somebody who's now missing, I don't care if the police is accusing him. If anything, he should be out there searching as well, and being, doing everything he can to say, what, we were arguing, but I cannot, it will be insane that I'm not, like, concerned for her well-being. Like, he should be out there and being more, he should be more involved searching, not now going missing. That's what he said, that the family saying they haven't spoken to him since Tuesday. Today is Sunday, and now all the attention is about him. And I feel like that is so sad. This reminds me a lot of the case of Chris Watts. Sometimes I don't understand what guys are thinking. Like, how do you get yourself, I'm not saying all the guys do that, but for him, like, in case you guys don't remember, Chris Watts came on TV and he's like, oh, I need everybody back. And then he's talking about his t-shirts. Are you kidding me? Your wife and kids are missing, and you're gonna talk about clothing? Like, anybody will be like to the reporter, hey, I don't want to really get into that. Let's focus on finding my wife and kids, right? Any normal human being without any narcissistic or self-centered traits would refer that question, knock off that question off the air and be like, hey, I don't want to talk about clothing right now. Let's focus on finding my family. And the reason this guy wasn't even talking to authorities yet, complete silence, when they're trying to say, hey, you guys were on a trip together and you are the only one who came back. And it's not like he even called his family, her family. They called him, say, we haven't heard from her. They didn't even know that he was back home already. So obviously he's guilty. The same thing that happened with, Jennifer Doulos. We all knew that the boyfriend and the girl, we all knew the husband, the ex-husband, for this Doulos and the girlfriend were involved. And then he decided to commit suicide. And I hope this guy, I hope her boyfriend, Gabby Petito's fiance, whatever boyfriend, I hope he doesn't commit suicide. First of all, I don't wish that on anybody. And, that's just shows that he's hiding something, and then this family will never find her, or it will take a long time to do so. So that's the reason why I wanted to speak about this. You have to have control over your emotions. It's a hard thing. I try to, I'm not saying that I do. I try to control it all as much as I can. It is hard when people anger you, like, for her to be crying and saying, he didn't even let me back in the car. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that shows somebody who is ruled by their emotions. For anybody to say, get out of my car, like, we're driving together. If you're angry at me, let's put the music up and let's get to our destination and separate. But don't just ask her to just step out of the car. Like, who does that? Like, if you call somebody the love of your life just because of something that they say in the moment, it's not just going to disappear instantly, right? Those feelings are going to linger because it has been invested in a relationship. It's not just going to end one day because you guys had an argument. You might be shocked because somebody's showing you how they truly feel about yourself, about them, the relationship, but there's no way to be like, okay, get out of my car, I want to see you. Like, that's what I see. I feel like this guy, Brian Laundrie, is ruled by his emotion. Now he's shifting the direction towards himself, and they're looking for him. So hopefully we get an answer soon about this case, guys. I really hope that she's safe. It's been a while already that she's been missing, but let's pray for her, pray for her family, and pray for his family too. I mean, if you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't be hiding. If anything, you should be out there and say, I had nothing to do with this. I just give details, because the ultimate goal is for the authorities to find her. So obviously he's hiding something. Now he's hiding himself from the whole investigation. So let's pray for this family, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Have a great day, everybody. So much for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I hope to see you in the next video.